I think there was 3 Corsairs running around. They're going to be engaging and splashing these mutas as well. At the moment, Saint just kind of grouping them up, adding cannons at his main, I believe. Mutas are going to go and try to engage the Dragoons. Dragoons are going to be able to fire in the back. And, oh, man, those Corsairs are going to do so much damage. Zerg meanwhile are moving in to engage. Zealots are going to be forced to keep those back, doing a pretty decent job. I think you lost 2 goons there. He's going to lose 1 Corsair alongside, but just going to whittle down that Muta number to almost absolutely nothing. To go follow those and still engaging this natural expansion with nothing but Dragoons and 1 single Zealot, and not giving Saint any single opportunity to do anything. Cal playing beautifully, very aggressively. A few Zerglings come out, but when they run out piecemeal like this, they're not going to be able to do anything. He really needs to just group up. And of course, this entire time I've been calling it the natural expansion. It's actually the natural expansion of the lower right hand secondary. Meanwhile, no, Zerg is going to come in, try to engage. Mutalisk alongside coming in, try to get surround on those Dragoons, doing a fairly decent job, picking off a few of them, picking off those Zealot alongside. Cal really needs to using those Corsairs as sort of anti-air defenses, but really needs to micro his Dragoons a lot more if he wants to. Has to be very careful to not get him surrounded again. Having a couple of Zealots would be perfect for that, but he's lost them at the moment. Really does not want to. Zerglings in a large enough number, they can easily just surround the Dragoons, pick them off, not allow them any sort of maneuverability, and just kill them all. Very heavy, adding in another production hatchery actually, and just going very heavily on those Zerglings, Zergling Muta. I think like a lurker or two really help him out because he did have that den. I don't think he lost it. Still Cal going so heavy, very heavy on the goons, very heavy on the Sairs. Oh man, gonna get some of his Dragoons trapped here on the bridge. This is bad. Gonna get just boxed into a corner. More Zerglings coming from behind, so he's gonna be able to pick up quite a large goon number there. 3 of the goons are going to be forced to run back. They're not going to be able to be saved at all. They're going to eventually die. But these Corsairs have been running around, picking off overlords at a premium. 1 single Hydra has been produced. I assume that's for lurkers, but losing so many overlords is definitely not something he wants to do. Getting his Temple Archives up, so he's going to go. Probably going to add in some more heavier Zealot army at the moment. Get some storms going. It still has those 6 Corsairs just to sit around and go fly and pick off any overlords he wants. Going for weapons 2 at the moment. Has already weapons 1. Those Sairs still being irritating. 1 other Sair very close to Cal's own base. I believe picking off even more overlords. Enough Hydras at the time, though, to negate this. Weapons 1. I didn't notice the weapons 1 on those Sairs, but the Sairs having weapons 1 just being so effective against overlords, picking them off at all times. Saint going very heavy on the Zerglings, though I still feel he's going to have a chance to get back on this game. Going for some attacks with those Hydras alongside Zerglings, but if he manages to stop those Overlord kills coming in, even as Spore Colonies at the natural, but still just Corsair just running in, picking off all of his Overlords. Meanwhile, Cal just building up a nice sizable army. I think as soon as he gets weapons 2 and speed, he's going to run in and try to start picking off a base. Sair's running out being overall annoying. I told you he doesn't go for Sair either. He just go plain old Sair. I really like this play. I really, really like this play. I find too many Protosses don't produce enough Corsairs. He got only 1 single Corsair picked off by Scourge. Since then, Saint hasn't really built many Scourge at all. He's actually now going to go engage Cal a little bit here. Going to be forcing him back. Cal was thinking of pushing out. He's going to actually force him back into his base, where he's got an, kind of an easier position to defend. Zergling's leading at the front, and some Hydras. And Calmi was going to take advantage of this moment with those all Hydras away from home. Going to go and pick off even more Overlords, and I think he's going to have enough forces to clean this up. Doesn't have any High Templar to help him out, but still going to maybe pick off a lot of Overlords. These Hydras engaging the Zealots. Zealots coming in very close. Managed to come in very close to engage all of those. A lot of the Overlords are going to lose their lives. Just the Psi count. The Psi count of Saint right now must be absolutely horrible to look at. Maybe he has like 20 Psi to work with, if that. So he's not going to be able to produce anything of anything. And Cal actually going for Armor 1 instead of Weapons 2. Why he didn't take as much damage in that battle as I thought he might have. Has High Templar alongside Dark Templar still running around picking off Overlords. I feel Saint might already be thinking, having GG on the edge of his mind, just rethink how he will play against Cal. Cal has 4 High Templar out in the field, producing from, I think, 6 gateways, might be more. And Saint has weapons 1 on his Hydras, but nothing else, really. Just his Hydra going to get completely drilled into. The lower right-hand natural expansion yet again going to be engaged. Nothing but 2 Sunken Colonies. All of the forces streaming in. Even the Dark Tentacle coming in, and Calmian are going to take his mineral only. This lower right-hand base is going to completely go down. Only a few drones and a couple of Hydras that instantly die. We're going to see what Saint's going to go for a counterattack, try to pincer this attack force in, do something while he loses this base. He's even going to leave alone the extractor. Never mind. Don't care about killing the extractor. Going to move his army out. Engage those forces in the middle. Corsairs coming first. 2 Corsairs get picked off. More Scourge coming in. So I think finally this could be the end of Cal's massive Ser fleet. Actually, yeah, going to fly those Corsairs to the safety of his Dragoons, which are going to pick off the Scourge. But overall, it's just being... Cal has been doing an absolute beautiful job of keeping Saint on the back for this entire time. Saint now 2 base against potential 3 base coming up. And Cal with a massive army. He's just going to push in natural expansion any minute now, I feel. Saint's just going to have a horrible time doing anything. More Overlords being lost, even though that Corsair number has been whittled down. Has some Mutalisks to try to salvage the game. Has a somewhat decent Hydralisk attack force. Has Carapace upgrades on this move. Is going to go and try to pick off these High Templars. One Storm Glove's actually hit quite a lot. Not a single Templar target. Oh, man, another Storm goes off. Storms all over the place. Actually, the High Templar damaging themselves. 2 of the High Templars go down with the other 2 morph into an Archon. But I still feel that Cal's going to have enough, even if he doesn't. Still has 1 more High Templar or 1 single Storm already winning the game, and I don't even think he needs that. Those Zealots coming in, engaging all over the place. Those Dragoons engaging everything else, and Saint GG's as Cal just plays a dominating game of versus Zerg. I'm sorry, and gotta say, I don't know whether it's the new hairstyle, the lack of glasses, whatever else they did to himself. He looks damn good, and Saint looks a little bit should have played better, should have done better. Yeah, that tech switch to Muta is really not helping out a lot because it's pretty much what Cal went for was almost an exact counter that. Almost like a hard counter, in fact, because those Corsairs and Dragoons put together completely. The only thing was missing was Archons. Then it would have had a 3-pronged force to just annihilate Mutalisk at all fronts. And his Hydra army was so late in the game. He was only going for Zergling before that. By the time he got his Hydras in the game, he just was far too behind to really do anything. So Cal playing a beautiful game versus Zerg, and I really hope he moves forward in this tournament. Although, really nice to see kind of Saint, one of the, I guess, kind of the old school guys, in a way, pulling off, getting himself into the round 16 of an individual tournament. So I really look forward to seeing whether he actually manages to give a slightly better game to Cal, or even manages to beat him, because Cal is going to have a kind of cushion of comfort now. Because he can lose 1 game and still win this. So that's it for the first sets, for the first matches in the round of 16. I apologize that it's come out so late, but life has just gotten a little bit in the way right now. Next commentaries might be a little bit late, because, I mean, it's going to be Christmas Eve when the next games are going to be played. I might have time to commentate, though, because, you know, I got nothing to do. Might help cook the food at home or something, but not really much else to do around here. So we're going to see what's going to happen. GG, guys. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you for the second and potential third sets for each of the matches, and finish up the round of 16. Expect a playlist for that eventually to come up as well. So later, guys.